Am I getting it? No one likes me enough to put a ring on it. Hello, Chris! Welcome to the stream. It's Chris, everybody!
It's me. It's what a transition from
I know,
nothing
right?
to something.
I'm the master of transitions. Actually, I just remembered, while you're gonna talk, I'm gonna put the stream captions on, so people with hearing issues can also follow the stream.
Oh, that's a thing? Oh wow,
That
I
is
didn't
a
know
thing,
they
actually.
did that live nowadays.
Yeah, I just forget.
Oh, well.
I just keep forgetting that that's the thing.
You do live up to your title, genius but slow.
I mean, it's a bit slow, but you know.
Eventually, you'll get there.
They're only gonna get my captions, so well, it's the only important part anyway. Really.
Oh wow. Well, that's why it's in beta, I suppose. Makes sense.
Is it beta? It's not beta.
It's beta. Twitch guest star is beta.
Well, guest star. Oh right, guest star. Oh, but the captions aren't.
Yeah, but I mean, the fact that you don't have captions with guest star, maybe because, you know, guest star is still in beta and in development.
No, because your audio isn't coming from guest star. Your audio is coming from Discord.
It's coming.
Oh, hey. I'm the streamer here. I'm the genius but slow. The true and only one. Ow.
Very slow, yes. I will admit.
Anyway, let me just adjust my setup a little bit here because I'm messing up. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome, Chris, to the stream. Okay, why does my Twitch keep crashing? I can't answer that question, but many questions will be answered in this stream. Not that one. You didn't know what Chris looked like, Jaden. Oh.
Apparently not, it seems.
Oh, hey, there's a face reveal. There. Look at that.
Oh, wow. Well, it's not the first time that my face has been on here, technically speaking.
No, but I delete those videos quite quickly because they don't do well. Anyway.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, thanks for that awkward silence after that one.
That wasn't necessary. I mean, I was not gonna break it.
Question 1, Lumberjack Matt when? I actually lost my flannel.
Your flannel? What? How is that relevant to the stream?
It really isn't. Oh, by the way, can I just start the stream with a dare that I lost in the previous stream? There's something that I need to do. Hold on. Because last stream we had an event, and that event didn't really go that well for me. I lost, and they changed my skin for this stream specifically.
I want to witness this.
Are you watching the stream? Yeah, right.
Oh yes, I am.
Well, there you go. it's the it's the Matt in a maid outfit. Yeah. There.
Oh no.
So there you go with bunny tail and everything, like a shaky bunny tail. Yeah. Thanks to Fido. Fido made this beautiful design.
This is great.
Yeah, I know, right? I love it.
Oh wow, this is and now this is logged forever in your Name MC history. This is a great
because this stream actually is going to be recorded and put on YouTube. Hi YouTube. But hi Damien, who's the only one who's going to be watching this video. That's an inside joke with me and Damien. Anyway, we're back. Okay. Right. How about you just introduce the stream properly now?
Oh boy, I'm the one that's supposed to introduce it. Okay,
it's
well,
not in my
where
notes.
to start? Yeah, it's not in mine either. So I don't know what you want me to say. Well, your notes are my notes. So, okay. So the stream. What do we do with community streams? Let's start with that. Well, for the people that haven't been here yet, welcome. First of all, second of all, a community stream is basically a point in time where we just sit together with you guys, the community, to kind of go over everything that we've done, the things we would like to do, and the things that we are currently working on, so that you guys can give us your opinions, where you want to go, what you would like to see, what you would like to see change, and so that we can make our decisions based on what you guys want as much as we've always done, basically, because we want to grow together with you and not just do our own thing and hope that you will come along for the ride. I mean, you will eventually, but I mean, this is
Yeah.
I think more inclusive is the right word.
Hey, it's they. Yeah, a couple of things that are different this stream are that the chat will be heavily monitored, heavily looked at for all of the feedback and questions you guys will have. Usually,
Compared to a normal stream, you mean, right?
Compared to a normal stream, yes.
Yeah.
And there are a couple more commands that you can do with the bot that will be revealed soon. But first of all, who did that? Fur, you.
Fur.
Oh my days! You disruptive little amazing creature. That is amazing. Thank you. Thank you for all the gifted subs. Now no one is gonna have any ad rolls. That's amazing. Good job on you.
Wait, is everybody a sub now then, or what?
I mean, pretty much.
Okay.
There's 19 viewers and 16 subs that we have on the channel right now.
Oh, that's interesting.
But yeah, hey, further thanks to everyone. So yeah, just keep coming with feedback and questions. I will try to, whenever there's a really important question, I will try to highlight it, or try to highlight the questions that we are actively responding to in that moment. So you will see them at the top of the chat, so everyone can stay in the loop. Right. Good that you mentioned it, Uni. The credits are turned off for this stream because obviously it would be a little bit too disruptive for this kind of informative stream instead of bullying Matt stream.
Exactly. Otherwise, I would have done it, obviously.
But, yeah, this stream will just be Chris that's bullying me.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have fun.
Oh no.
Okay. Good. Okay. So. Should we just get started with the first thing we have in terms of talking points?
Sure. One thing that I'll mention for those that can't actively follow right now, the stream will be uploaded to YouTube and Twitch, so don't worry.
Okay. Neat. Perfect. So I think you had an overview, right?
Yes. Let's switch to the special panel that I made. I'm so proud of myself.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So, okay, we're gonna start with obviously feedback. What have we done with the feedback from the previous stream? So we've done this in the past, and then we gathered a whole bunch of opinions and ideas and questions and directions you wanted to go in, and we did something with that, of course. And we're gonna go over every single one that we had written down and that we did something with, also the ones that we maybe didn't do something with. And share with you the progress on those. After that, we're going to be discussing the next big thing for CorbaWorld, which is Season 2, where it was recently the 1-year anniversary of CorbaWorld, which is rather special. So yeah, now it might be an interesting time to take a look at what's next and what was the next big step. So yeah, we've got one special question in there as well, so a poll that you'll need to answer, so that we have a good idea of what the whole community wants. We'll also put it on Discord, so people that aren't watching will also be able to respond to them without being involved on the stream. Then after that, something a lot of people have been talking about recently, or we've been seeing more chatter about, is events. So somebody specifically has been working really hard on those. So we're going to take a closer look at everything in that regard. And then on top of that, the final thing that we'll be discussing is a new team structure. So there's going to be a few changes, and we'd like to inform you about those because I think some of you might enjoy those changes. So yeah, that's that for the structure.
After every point, we'll try and have a little bit of a question round, except for the first one, because that is just updating you guys on where we are at the moment. But after every other point, we will be having a question round where we focus heavily on everything that you're saying in the chat. While we're talking about the subjects, a question could be missed. Forgive us. We're only human, ish. So yeah, that's that.
Okay, great. Okay, so we're gonna dive straight into the first point, which is what we've done with the feedback from last time. And I'll just go down the list because we've written it down nicely. Something people really wanted or asked for at least is, at the time we had the report button being one thing. So we had essentially a report, but you couldn't really report staff anonymously without them seeing it. So that's something we changed. So now you have a player report and a staff report section. So that has been added. A creative server was something that a lot of people talked about, and that has been added in the meantime as well. MCMMO is something everybody wanted, and here we are. We've got MCMMO. People also asked for more, some sort of a streamer system, which has also been implemented a while ago by Matt. So that's also up and running. If you haven't seen it yet, be sure to check it out, and you can check it out in the, where is it? Notifications? No, make a ticket. Yeah, that's where you can find it. Start streaming. Then what else do we have? A kit rework, because previously we had. How did the kits work before this? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, we just had iron armor and stuff like that for even pretty high ranks. And only the last two got diamond, but that was a bit redundant since we are a diamond-based economy. So we said goodbye to all those kits and made a bunch of random kits. Well, random themed kits, but a bit different. A prestige system was something that was asked to give some kind of end game progression. And we will be implementing something along those lines for season 2. So more on that later. From all those things, there's just two things that we didn't manage to do really, which is daily or weekly challenges, and the ability to import map art from creative to survival. That's also something that we have not got yet. Because of it's I'm sure it's possible, but it is technically a bit more complicated, so it's going to take a while for us to get that done.
That is still something that we're working on, or
it's something I eventually would like to see myself, because I think it's really fun. But I'm not going to put a timeline on it because I just don't know what's realistic at this point in time.
Right.
And especially with season 2, you'll see it's quite a chunk of stuff that will be done. So, but besides those few changes that we've done, or that you guys brought up in the community stream, we've done tons and tons of other stuff, of course. So we have a whole list of things. Well, you can check them all out in the changelog, of course, but that's the whole list of what we've done, and there's quite a few things in there, of course.
Thank you, by the way, to Tay for the subscription and all that sort of stuff. Thank you, Tay, for the 2 subscriptions.
Wait, did Ruby also gift one to Tay?
Oh, so it's Ruby that gifted one to Tay, and Tay that gifted one to Jaden. Yeah, Tay got messed up, and she accidentally gifted instead of getting herself a subscription. I think that's what happened.
I was not aware that was possible.
But that's cute apparently. That the community came together like that.
That's interesting. Yes, very.
Just deserves a little quick shout out. There you go.
Okay. So no questions yet about anything that has been done so far, or anything that we might have missed about the things that we have done.
There have been no questions yet in the chat, except if you have a dog.
I don't have a dog. No.
There you go. There's your questions.
Great.
You know, Jaden would like us to know that he has a dog.
Oh, Jaden. Interesting. What dog is it?
What's his name? That is more important.
He stole my dog.
Prankos has 2 cats, if I'm not wrong.
Oh, the perk knows me too well. This is, yes, I have 2 cats.
Wait, I feel like I only saw 1 on Sunday.
Oh, that's possible, yeah, because one of them was probably... Oh, yeah, you saw the one sleeping,
No,
right?
that is why I kept getting confused. There,
Oh, the
like
one
that
between your
same
legs.
cat. I thought the same
It's a
cat just kept
different
coming
one.
back.
No,
Like I
no.
thought it was sleeping over somewhere, and suddenly it entered the room again, and I'm like, dude, how sneaky are you? But there's two of them.
Yeah. One of them is the one that comes between your legs and scares the living shit out of you.
Yeah, that was one of them.
And then the other one just sleeps all day. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I did not know that.
Okay.
One of them is literally wearing a shirt. Okay, well then I didn't see that one.
Also true. Yeah, he
Or I
was
just
sleeping,
didn't
so we
pay
couldn't
attention.
really see it from that angle.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, let's get going with the new stuff. So season 2, I guess, because everything from now on was just new stuff.
Yes.
I think that's what most people are excited about or would like to hear about.
Season 2.
Yes. So with season 2, we will be implementing a rough estimate of about 14 suggestions, maybe a bit more by now. I'm not entirely sure, but there's quite a few of them at least. So we'll be implementing quite a few suggestions for a single update. Then what are we actually going to do specifically for this update? So we've been getting a lot of questions about adding new quest types, like mining. I think was one that was very desired. What were others? Were there others? I think fishing was also one that was asked, and just a bunch of stuff. So we'll be doing a whole quest rework, but a bit more in depth, in fact. So instead of just reworking the quests as they are currently, we're going to design a whole new type of questing system, in fact. We're going to focus more on story-based quests. So what does that mean? You'll basically go through a whole chain of quests to complete a single quest. So for instance, you'll talk to Bob and he'll tell you, oh, my sheep have escaped. Could you go catch them for me? And then you go catch them for him. And then you go back to him, and then the next thing he would ask, could you go shear my sheep? And then you would go shear his sheep, and so on and so forth. So you would do a bunch of stuff basically to complete a single quest. And that's how questing will look like, because that's eventually what we want to grow towards. So yeah, that's one thing we'll be doing. So old, like basically task-based quests like they are now, will be something we'll be saying goodbye to, but we'll be putting something into place, and that's going to be specific merchants, but a bit more complicated than just merchants, because it will tie into your MCMMO levels. So depending on how high your level is for a certain profession, you'll get better. You'll be able to sell more or sell better items to a specific store. So that's something that we'll be doing in exchange for that. So yeah, there's two things replacing the current quest system, really.
Quick question about the quest system from Nordic. Actually, I'm just gonna interject because it's relevant right now.
Yeah, sure. Ask why.
So you got the staff that will write fun stories now or in later seasons? Is it the staff that is that are writing the stories?
That's a very good question, and I don't have an answer for that. That's something we'll still need to take a look at. But technically speaking, the first few is something, I guess, I'll be writing a few quests for, because I have a very good idea of what I would like to see. And then once we have established that and have kind of a methodology to kind of create those quests, we'll be including more people into making those quests. So that way we have a structure that we can follow, so that everybody's kind of making the quests in a similar structure, and then we can go from there. So at the moment, no, but in the future, yes, absolutely. And it doesn't really need to be, staff. What is staff? Staff is everybody on the team, basically. So technically, we could open writer positions, basically, or storytellers and stuff like that.
Ooh, that would actually be fun. Yeah, because keep in mind the terminology that we use. Whenever we talk about a staff, then we are talking about everyone that is involved in the sort of management of CorbaWorld. So if there would ever be an event team, a build team, a story writing team, the moderation team, all that sort of stuff. And as I just said, the moderation team, that is the helpers, moderators, and admins you see in the chat. Well, admins are a different team, actually. But You get what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. And to answer Ruby's question, yes, Discord suggestions is what we would prefer. It will never get cluttered. We have things structured in such a well. Suggestions are not cluttered because I specifically export all of our suggestions into a sheet and sort them in there, so that I have a good overview of what still needs to be done and what the status is of a certain suggestion and who made it and who made the most and stuff like that. So I have an overview of technically everything there is.
Trust me, the organization of the suggestions is immaculate. For the data analysts over here, you would just not be able to handle it. It's amazing.
Yeah. It's simple, but it's perfectly fine. So don't worry about cluttering it too much. The more suggestions, the better. It can just be ideas because we go over every single one. So in the end, it's up to us which one gets implemented, and if it's a story idea, I mean that's something very easy to implement essentially. Okay. And you'll have a bit more space on Discord to write things down as you want it. Than a Minecraft book, for instance. Okay. Any more questions about the quests before I go to the next point? Okay.
I haven't seen any more questions yet. No.
Okay, great.
The question that is pinned, of course, that is something that will be explained in a bit. We'll get more.
We'll get to that one from Firelord. Literally in a bit. Or should we do it now because there's a poll attached to it as well?
Sure, we can go for it now, so that there's not too much speculation about it. Because I know that, like, for example, Ruby's already freaking out looking at that question. As soon as I pinned it, I was like, that was not a good idea. So go ahead and start that one.
Okay, so a reset. That was the question. Will season 2 reset the world? Good question. And that is entirely up to you if season 2 will reset the world. I'm going to be very honest. So don't tell me not to do it. I'm telling you to choose what to do. So eventually we'll be making a poll in a second. I think Matt already made it, and you will be able to reply to that in a second once I've explained everything. So there's a few options, of course. There's a total of four different options that you can choose from. With 1.19.4, or well, 1.19, we released the server, and we decided to do no reset with 1.20, so that everybody could hang on to their builds. And then besides that, now we're getting closer to, well, we're 1.20 right now, so we wouldn't really want to reset in the first place, especially with 1.21 coming in our view. I think it's good to hold off on it, but we're gonna already start it now. Season 2 is gonna probably release sometime October, November, so it's not gonna be that long. So what do you get? What options are there? A full reset is an option. So that means everything resets except for your donator rank. So player ranks will reset, balances, votes, literally everything except for your donator rank. That's going to be reset. And cosmetics and your prefixes, of course. The second option is a soft reset. A soft reset is a reset where everything resets except for the overworld. So that means that you keep all your builds, you keep all your items, you keep all your stuff. Just all your balances, your votes, and anything that is basically plug-in side or that kind of stuff will reset. Then the third option is a reverse soft reset. So I know, complicated, but that will mean that only the map will reset. So this means balances, ranks, etc. will remain. And then the fourth option is essentially an optional reset, which is something that we create, so that we make a custom player reset command, essentially, that will allow you to reset everything for yourself, but it's a choice. So if you don't want to, you don't need to, but if you would like to, you can. But of course, we will be locking a strong incentive behind that optional reset. So it's possible that some things will change.
Would that fourth one also reset the world for you, like the stuff that you
it will
build?
not.
No,
That will all stay. So everything plugin wise will basically reset. So votes, balance, your bank balance, the offline balance, so the ones you store in your chest will not be reset.
Also, I really appreciate what Firelord did there. He summed up all of the options in the chat. I'll read them real quick again, so everyone knows what they're voting for in the poll. If that's all right with Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you release the poll already, or did you?
Yeah, the poll is in the chat right now.
Okay.
It's live, so go ahead and vote. So the first option is everything resets except for the donator ranks. That's the only thing that will reset in a full reset. A soft reset means that everything resets except for the overworld, right? All of your land, all of your builds stay, everything else resets. The third one is the reverse soft reset, meaning only the map will reset, but your balance, your money, and all of that you will keep. Then the fourth option is an optional reset. So we would be creating a custom plugin where all of your player data would reset except for the overworld, right? The overworld, everything you build stays, but you decide whenever you want to put that command in to reset your own balance, your own inventory, your own progress, right?
Yes. Okay.
So you can go to !poll, and that will bring you right to where you want to be, and vote on what you would like.
Okay, and I'm going to mention this as well. I of course have a preference, and I'm going to side with Ruby on this one. That I actually don't want to see a full reset for this time. Why? Because 1.21 is coming pretty soon. That way we can still enjoy whatever it is. Well, the time that we have with this world. But there's one important thing that I do want to stress. If a soft reset is chosen, or a reverse soft reset or an optional reset, we will be doing a full reset or a hard reset, I guess, with 1.21. So that is something I would like to already say and be transparent about, so you guys are aware that that is something that is coming.
All right, everyone clear on what the options are? If you have any questions about how the options work, just ask, and we'll explain them.
Yes. I'm also going to post this real quick in a as an announcement or a
Noam has an
notification.
important question. So there would be a reset on 1.20.1 anyway, is what he's asking.
Yeah. So let's be very clear with one thing about that. It will depend on a few things. Depends on what 1.21 will be changing, if there's any terrain changes, if there's anything along those lines. So we'll have to see when we get there. The amount of data that we are using as a server by that time. So that's the amount of storage space that it's taking in. Because we have expanded the server in the past in order to kind of allow for the creation of bigger servers. So we might be able to stretch it a bit longer. But then again, a new start is something that a lot of players seem to enjoy. So it is something that we as server, or I as a server owner, need to take into account. That it is a good fresh start for existing players and also players that would like to return and stuff. So we'll have to see for that one. But again, it is a possibility, is what I want to say. But for now, for the 1.21 for the season 2 reset, sorry, we would need to wipe a few things. So one thing that is going to be wiped for certain is the end and the nether. They will be reset. There's no way around that because I'll explain in a second why that is. And I think it'll be something everybody will enjoy a lot. But yeah, that's about that. Matt, could you also put an announcement in the Discord channel or in the CorbaWorld channel for people to be able to vote
Sure.
on the straw poll, just so that everybody's
Yep.
aware.
There we go. Right.
Okay. In the meantime, I'll continue with the next topic that we have. We'll circle back to the reset as more questions trickle in, and then we'll see what the status is on that. Any more questions about the reset for now?
You're looking at
I'm
the
not
chat,
seeing.
right?
Yeah, I'm looking at chat. Yeah, I'm just waiting. But I don't see any questions coming in, so that means I'm gonna continue. Okay, so why would we reset the end of the Nether? Well, it's for something very specific, and what is the biggest issue new players face when they join our server currently? And that is they join the server, they notice, oh yeah, flight is not something that we get for free and unlimited. So where can I get it? An elytra. So they work their way up to get to the end, and once they get to the end, everything has been looted, which is kind of a bummer to say the least. So what have we decided to do is we're going to introduce per player loot tables for the end and nether dimensions. So what does that mean? That means if a new player joins the server, and let's say Jaden has been working hard, has gotten to the end, and he has raided every single end fortress there is, then, well, that's too bad for the new person at the moment. But with the new system, what would happen is Jaden can still get that loot, but new players can also get that loot. And then new players that come after that can also get that loot. And that's essentially what we want to get. That way there will be more elytras in the game, but I think in the end it will be a much more enjoyable experience for everyone. Yeah, it is not nice, I know, Ruby, but hey, what can we do about it? There's no way to exploit loot in that way. I mean, technically you could start using alts and stuff, but then if you start doing that, we want to trust you guys and not put 1,000 measures in place to make the experience more difficult and less enjoyable for everybody. But if we do need to, we will have to. So if you start abusing things and getting a bunch of alts online to start looting things like crazy, then yeah, we will have to put in measures that limits the amount of accounts that you can have online and so on and so forth. Loot will remain randomized. So TPing somebody to your chest is not going to give them the same loot as you got, necessarily. It will be randomized based on the Minecraft loot tables. Correct.
I think it's also a bit, as I always say for the Corba Crew streams, like the sort of rules we have on the Corba Crew streams, I don't enforce a lot of rules, which gives a lot of freedom during the events that we host or in the chat or all that sort of stuff. But if those rules or that freedom gets abused, I'm going to have to limit that freedom, right? So that is also what Chris is saying with the amount of alts. If the amount of alts gets abused, then there is going to be a limiter, and you lose that freedom, basically.
Yeah. So I don't want to encroach on that freedom. Let's be very clear. But if I have to, well, I will.
That's why we open it up at the beginning. Basically, that's why we have that freedom in the first place, because we don't actually want to take that away.
Exactly. Then what else do we have? So are there any questions about that? The per player loot tables on chests in the end and nether. Keep in mind, armor streams are also going to be per player, so that's going to be cool.
What is also going to be per player?
Armor trims.
Oh,
there's going to be a lot
archers, yeah.
more of those,
Oh, right.
or
I need to
those
explore what
templates,
that
right?
is.
It's not going to be a necessarily smaller end world because I don't. What's the? Let me see what the world border is on that. Because I'm kind of curious. I think it's already smaller. Oh no, it's not. I don't think it's going to get any smaller. We might start off smaller, like because there's just no need to have it that big. So that might very well be the solution, because then that will save us some resources server wise, and we can expand on other areas. Like for instance, expand the overworld world border a bit more rather than the end and nether, because they're per player anyways. So yeah, good point, good idea, Nordic. So we can take that into account as well. I'm just writing it down so I don't forget. Yeah, old school way, pen and paper.
Pen and paper. Is
Just how about personal Ender Dragon? That's a good question. I have been thinking about that. But that's a very difficult one to facilitate. I have been something else I've been considering is more of a system where we would have a way that you could, I guess, drop an Ender Dragon egg or have a special quest. You know, with the storytelling quest that we have, we might be able to make a special quest that has an Ender Dragon egg as a reward, or something like that. So I don't think a personal Ender Dragon is the way we're gonna go for that, but there will be some way eventually. So yeah, we're taking that one into account as well. I'm gonna write it down just so I don't forget. Per person. Okay, what's the storytelling quest thing? I think I missed that one. We mentioned that a bit before. I'm not gonna dabble in that too much now, but you can always rewatch the stream once it's uploaded to YouTube. I might circle back to it once we've gone through the whole season 2.
as a short answer, it's a more storyline based quest system.
Yeah, so if you've ever played an RPG or MMORPG, where you first have to track the footsteps of that person, and then you find that person. Oh, he has been killed. Find out who killed that person. Oh, a monster has killed him. Go kill that monster, and then come back with his tooth or something. Those types of quests. That's a storytelling quest, because you go through a story for that quest. So yeah. Then next point. So the per player loot tables. I mentioned this before, a prestige system. So based on the poll right now, what I'm seeing, most people are asking for an optional reset. There's 2 options that have the most votes. Is, I guess, a soft reset or an optional reset. The optional reset, what does that mean? Is, technically speaking, it's a prestige. And seeing that most players have voted for that, there's going to be a few things that are going to change. So prestige system, why that, and what will you unlock when you reset your whole progress, basically? If you would do that, if you choose to do that, what will happen is we will be removing permanent fly from the emperor rank, and it will be moved behind the prestige. So you would basically need to reset all progress, and from that point on, you would have permanent fly. But you will need to go through all the ranks again, the player ranks, in order for you to unlock those features again. That will give you a lot more progression that you can go through, but you will get permanent fly. So it's a give and take kind of thing. But of course, in the meantime, you will always have temp fly or flight charges, whatever you want to call it. You will always have temp fly, so you can still use that. People vote tons, and so I'm sure that I think it's nicely balanced at this point in terms of the amount of flight charges that you get compared to the amount of votes you do. So that will still be in place, of course. So you will still be able to fly like always. Correct. No permanent fly before reset. That's what that will do. It will make the game a bit more challenging, but I'm sure everybody's up to it. So that's a bit more of a controversial change, I know, but I do think it's a necessary one to allow in terms of game design and progression and stuff.
Further
To
progression.
be.
For those that
Yeah.
maxed out their level, they can go even further.
Yeah.
It won't.
Exactly. Then, what else? And I think Ruby will like this one especially. And I think Jaden also made a suggestion about this way back. These are one of our oldest suggestions, really. Wait, I think I see another. Wait, I'm going to ask your. Could you pin that question from Ice and Cold?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the next thing is data packs. So we're going to add a total of, I think, 3 or 4 data packs. One of them being, and I think it's Ruby's favorite, the Armored Elytra. So that's going to be one of them. Then a few minor ones. I think Fast Leaf Decay is going to be one of them as well. It's just small. It's really cosmetic. So yeah. Yeah, that's basically that. It's the right question, Jaden, so no worries. You did it right, no worries. So yeah, we're gonna add a few data packs. It's not gonna be a big change, but it's gonna be a good change, I think, for most. Then something else. So this is something that is basically left over from the last community stream, which is daily or weekly challenges. So they're going to be in the form of some sort of a chat game, basically, where you can do a certain task or job and then basically do those or complete those to get some money or whatever it may be as a reward, claim blocks, that kind of stuff. So that's that. And then there's one more thing, which is the addition of some new crates. And I'm specifically saying some because there's going to be 3 new crates. Chat games. Yeah, kind of like chat games. Yeah. But more challenges so that you would actually need to fish X amount of fish, for example, or stuff like that. So it's not really in chat, it's actually doing something. Sometime October, November. I'm not going to put an exact date on it yet because it kind of depends on availability and how fast we go through the development and everything. So that depends on that. And then I think Cold had another question. What was it again?
Yes, what will reset with optional reset?
Okay, so the optional reset. So technically everything plugin wise. So what does that mean? The total amount of claim blocks that you've gotten over time will reset. Your levels will reset. Your votes will reset. Your what else is there? Your balance will reset.
Inventory?
Inventory will not reset. Well, you can technically dump your inventory in a chest, so it will not reset. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So technically, you keep all your builds and all your items.
MCMO.
MCMO will reset. Yes, MCMO will also reset. Yes. Everything will reset. Yeah, we're sticking to our diamond economy. We're not changing that at all. You will keep the claims that you have, but you will need to regain all your claim blocks before you can make new claims. They could, unless we change something about withdrawing diamonds.
we patch those glitches. We see you thinking. Already trying to exploit a system that isn't even there yet. No, I'm joking.
If world reset, can the special event items or other special items bought Xmas Halloween by staff in a new and ever expanding? Correct. We already have a CorbaWorld museum, and those are one of the things we're going to do. Oh, no worries, Ruby. I had already put it in my mind that when we release, I'll also implement something else about withdrawing diamonds. So no worries. It wasn't Gnome's fault. But yeah, Nordic, good question. We already have that. And we're going to use that exactly for what you're describing right there. So yeah, I hope that answers that question. Any more questions? Once, twice.
I think gold is a question, apparently.
Gold is a question? Oh, okay, they are a question.
Okay.
Okay, great.
I think we can move on to the next one.
Okay.
Oh, right. I think gold had a question about will there be custom items in the new quest system?
Ooh, that's a very good one. While I would love to add that as with that update, I think it will be something that's further down the pipeline. Why? Because custom items require a lot of time, and then if I do custom items, I want to do them good. I don't like to do them half-assed or sloppy. So eventually, yes, but not in the beginning. In the beginning, we might have some custom enchantments or some special enchantments, but nothing too crazy in terms of custom. Maybe some named items, but yeah, eventually we do hope to make them really custom. So, okay. Before I continue, I also have another question, actually for you guys, not the other way around. How do you guys feel about the amount of claim box that you earn, or the amount that they cost?
All right.
Yeah, it was a discussion in suggestions at some point.
Claim blocks and how much they cost.
Yeah,
Your opinions now. We should
please.
have like you know that show 8 out of 10 Gaza's Countdown? Or for it, 8 out of 10. With the clock?
I don't know that one.
Jimmy
No.
Carr? No. Oh.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we should have that. Like, we ask a question like, what do you guys think of the price of claim blocks? And then, in my head, that's really funny. What are they saying? Ruby saying good price. We don't earn enough and there isn't enough motive to buy them. Okay.
I would like to circle back to what Jason said, the second part. What do you mean by motive to buy them? As in, there's no
Yeah,
risk
wouldn't.
to not claiming, basically? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, maybe that.
I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah. That's what he's saying. Well, if you
Okay.
do get griefed, you have to go through that process with the moderation team to get your items back. And, you know, if you want to prevent that, you claim.
Yeah. For the time being, I don't think that's something that we're going to change quickly. But it is a possibility. It is a possibility. Because I do also see a point in. Yeah, it's a difficult one. Okay, but what I'm seeing most of the time is Ido and Ruby say they don't mind.
If we claim,
I
we claim.
see.
If we don't, we Damn gnome.
Claim, we claim. If we don't, we make more work for the moderation team.
Feel attacked.
Yeah. Yeah, I do agree that there needs to be some sort of incentive to claim those builds.
Yeah. Gonna start
All
leaving
right.
diamond blocks unclaimed everywhere. Oh god.
And Jaden said they're too expensive. Okay. Or you don't earn enough claim blocks, or they're too expensive to buy because.
He said not enough money, I think.
You don't earn enough. Okay, yeah. And raise the claim limits.
Oh, I gotta go work in for a project. Hey, Firelord. Thanks for joining, Firelord. And for the hard-hitting questions. Should be a journalist. I hate journalists. Don't do it. I don't know why you suggested it.
You don't like journalists?
Of course not. They're pricks. I get the
Boy.
necessity for them, but oh my god. They do awful work. Awful. Have a good one, mate.
All right.
Right.
Okay. Now that has been answered mostly. Wait, I think Ice and Cold. What will happen to the community farms or the shulker farm? They will be removed with the reset. So they will need to be rebuilt. But again, it's not happening right now. So you do have plenty of time to get to removing those farms if you would like to save those resources. But yeah, they will need to be rebuilt. So that's regardless of any option that you choose. So the end and nether will reset no matter what.
All right. I think we're ready to move on to the next subject. Nordic is suggesting enable or disable mob spawns in claim. I'm not
That's
sure if
already
that
a thing.
is that part of the claim flags? Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of the claim flags. You can do that. That's an option that you have. You do need to rank up, of course, in order to unlock it, but it is an option eventually.
And no one with the optional reset, none of your land or your builds will be reset.
Yeah, the overworld will not reset. Just the nether and the end will reset. There are 4 NPCs in the lobby. Oh, in the lobby. Oh yeah, we do have some plans for that, but I'm gonna touch on that at the end of the stream or further down the line. Not at the end, but we haven't quite gotten to that topic yet. So, yeah, can you pin that one again? Can I pin them?
Sure.
No, I can't pin them.
Okay, can't you?
I can't. I think.
Say something in the chat. Maybe. Yeah,
Let's
say something
test.
in the chat, and I'll get that sorted. There you go.
Yeah.
Now you should be able to pin and unpin and all that sort of funny business.
Fun. Okay.
Fun.
With a strong instead. Okay. Then, if someone does the option, can they give all the items to another person, reset, and then get them back? I mean, items will not be reset anyway, so yeah sure, absolutely.
Yeah. Do it.
So the items don't matter. So you can't give claim blocks to someone.
It's more like your in-game rank, your MCMO level, that sort of stuff. Yeah, your balance.
That kind of stuff. Yes.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna move on to the events topic because I think this is a very hot topic as of recent, or I've seen a lot of people talk about these at least.
Events is very popular.
Oh yeah. So, what are we? So currently, who's been working on all these events? Matt has been working a ton on events really, on the Corba crew side. Then a lot of people have been even building stuff to host events on. So Ruby has been building, Fido, Jaden, a bunch of people have been building things to host events on, which is great. So that really shows us that there is an interest for these events, and that's also the reason why we're gonna be making some. Probably the biggest changes in everything are gonna be in regards to events. So once we're done with the season 2 update, that will be our next focus, events. So that will be November, December will be a core focus of us. Doesn't mean that it isn't being worked on in the meantime, of course. So we will start actually hosting some of our own events more. So CorbaWorld hosted events, in fact. Jayla has come up with a pretty cool structure on how to do it. And the way it's going to be done is throughout the week, So during weekdays, we're mostly going to have mini games running. So that means there's 4 types of mini games that we'll have running during the week or during weekdays, which is a parkour, which is always available. You'll have droppers. You'll have a mob arena, so with multiple waves of mobs you need to fight off, and then you'll have mazes. Those are going to be the kind of mini games that will be running throughout the week, and you'll be able to earn. I'll get to the rewards later on. And during weekends, we'll have 2 hosted events. One being Mob Party by default, preferably on Saturday, but we'll see how that goes. And then another one, and that one's open. That can be anything that you guys would like to see, or that the event host, no matter what, decides really. Then what else do we have? Da, 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 da. On top of that, okay, yeah.
The event area.
So,
oh,
oh yeah. Wait, the event area. Oh yeah. So that's the event area with the 4 types of mini games. So that's
right.
the yeah. So how will it be structured? You'll basically have some sort of a themed area, and each day of the week a different event will be live or a different mini game will be active. So that means on Tuesdays, for instance, you'll do parkours. On Wednesdays, you'll be able to do droppers. On Thursdays, a mob arena, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that is something we'll be looking at. And again, this is mainly to get us started with events. And then wait, I'm just seeing a question from I think Icing Cold.
Yeah, I'm saving some of the questions that are not event related right now,
Okay.
for perhaps in the question round.
Okay, afterwards. Okay, so I'm gonna go into Icing Cold's question because that's about events.
Mm-hmm.
Will the events be more Europe friendly? What do you mean by Europe friendly? I think I have an idea, but what is Europe friendly to you?
It's gonna be just a bit around the normal way that we stream, this community stream as well. The time currently
3,
for events.
3 a.m. your time. What time zone do you live in? Because the events we try to do them at well, I live in Belgium. Oh,
Yeah,
so
because
you're 1
I think
hour
you're
ahead of me.
confusing the current events with something else.
Because we usually do those events like around 9, so 10 your time or 9 your time even.
Yeah, now.
Yeah,
Basically.
literally now.
Literally now we would start an event at this
Um,
exact time. Yeah.
yeah.
Or an hour earlier. Like usually we start the streams at 8 our time, which is an hour in the past now.
Yeah.
But events would start no later than now.
No.
Yeah.
We always try to do them around that time because that's the best for both Europe and for for the North Americas or Americas in general, I guess. Okay, so that question has been answered. Next, so yeah, those are the events we kind of do. We kind of want to do during the week a rotation of some mini games that you can do, and during the weekends we want to do some hosted events to keep everybody entertained. Of course, this is to get started because we're a small team and we want to get started simple and evolve from there and see how that goes, what we can improve upon, what we need to change, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's that. And then on top of that, there's going to be more events that need to be done, I guess. And in order to do that, currently we have one person really kind of officially that is working on events, which is Jayla or Flubbish Flatfish, as you may know them from their in-game name. But that's not enough. So we have decided to give Jayla some help. And how? By, opening 2 new positions for event helpers. and they will solely focus on helping with events. But that's not just hosting events. It includes building events, coming up with new events. It involves everything surrounding events. So don't expect it to be just hosting or just being online in the evenings. No, it's the whole process from coming up with ideas, it's creating them, fine-tuning them, fixing bugs with them, and then hosting them. So it's the whole process from A to Z. So it's not just a light thing that you would be doing. It's quite in depth. We'll be opening 2 applications after this stream, or maybe tomorrow. I'll be putting out the form with all the applications in it, and then you can apply on there for the position you would like. Because later on, I'll also mention a few other things, and there's going to be more than just 2 event positions that are coming up. So there's going to be a few of them.
Yeah, and as always, how we do applications, it will just be sent out through a form, a Google form, and everyone can apply, right? Staff, moderation team, everyone can just apply there. There's no one that goes around the system, except Jayla, of course. Jayla, I mean, come on, Jayla. But everyone else goes through the Google form.
Did Jayla ever go around the system? They applied for mod.
Did they apply? Oh, they did apply for mod. Yeah, they did apply for mod. Yeah, but not for the event right now. Obviously, because it's Jayla. You're not gonna make You're not gonna make Jayla apply, are you? Imagine if we did that.
Jayla, I feel like you should apply now that we're talking about it. Yes.
we're just not sure. We kind of want to know, like, what is your past experience with events actually? Because I don't know what you do. Are you a hard worker? When are you online? It sounds like terrible notes kind of thing, and that is Damien, I believe. So, Chris forgot to apply for owner. No, he applied with me. I approved him.
Wait, but who approved you? Oh, I approved you, I guess. Yeah.
We approved each other. And now we're full circle to the marriage thing from at the beginning of the stream. Will you be my owner? Will you be my admin?
Yeah.
Well, will you be my owner sounds a bit weird, but you know what I mean. I didn't come with a leash, okay? I didn't come with a leash.
Well, that's the thing you should have offered instead of a ring.
Just like a case with an entire leash.
Okay, we're getting off topic, and I think Ruby's clipping some really weird things. But...
Oh goodness, that's not good.
Okay. But besides that, so yeah.
I think my outfit doesn't help this conversation either. By the way,
I would also like to briefly take the time to do. Oh, Matt is already online. Great. We're gonna hop onto the event server real quick and quickly show off a little something that Jayla has been working really hard on, and I think it's something neat that we can showcase.
There you go. Alright, look at that.
You'll get it eventually, no worries.
Yeah, it takes a couple seconds. Oh, goodness, hello.
Okay, hello.
It's back.
Yes. So, Matt already has an idea of what this is, clearly. And I think most of you do too. This is Jayla's little project that he's been working on. And it's called Maze Runner. It's probably very familiar to you guys, but essentially it's just like the movie. Essentially, in the center you'll have a nice little area where you get to gather stuff. You can craft some tools and so on and so forth. You can get some armor, and then you'll need to start exploring the maze to find the exit. There's going to be a total of 8 exits, and 2 of them will be open. So it's not going to be that every single one is open, so you'll really need to do some exploring. And the exploring is not going to be easy. There's going to be mobs in there. They're going to be fighting you. There's a bunch of stuff in there. So it's going to be really a horrifying maze. So while you could try mapping the maze, it's something. We'll see how that goes.
I believe it changes.
Is what I'm going to say.
Also, did you really just call this a little project? Just Just
Oh no,
checking.
just a little
just
project
checking.
on the
Yeah.
side. That's
Okay.
how she herself called it.
Okay.
That's
Fair
how
enough.
she talks about it herself. So she literally mentioned this as a small little project of hers,
It's a
on the
itty
side.
bitty project. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the middle,
So
but I can't.
oh well, yeah. The middle is not yet done, so
Okay,
it's
fair enough.
currently being built modular.
Jaden fell
Um,
out of the world. Oh, he failed.
Wait, did it TP
Ah.
to me? Yeah, so technically this is where I am right now. Is technically this would be one of the doors that you go through.
Okay.
Okay, and then that would be, I guess, the start of this section of the of the maze.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically that part.
Cool. Love it.
And then you have to run. Of course, there's no mobs in here. Kyo has also been working on this to make special custom mobs for it, and so on and so forth. So it's gonna be a fun little event that we've got going on here. Um,
Did you see the chat?
uh,
Jaila's on it. Never mind.
okay, Jayla's on it. Nice. Um,
This is cool.
and then oh yeah, they did some mining off camera. That's pretty much what Jayla did here. Yes, they did some digging off camera
Oh
or
goodness.
building. But yeah, so I wanted to showcase this real quick, so you kind of get an idea of what kind of hosted events you can be expecting. Because we really want to offer top-notch events and make sure they're fun, but also challenging.
Giraffe remembers what this is as well. The Return of
Giraffe?
Maze Runner. Yes, it is Giraffe.
Oh
I
yes, it
better
is.
see you on here. I better see you on here.
It is a rather exciting maze runner. Okay. So yeah, that's that for that little showcase. Wait, I think I had written down a few things that Jayla wanted me to kind of get your guys' feedback on, but I'm looking for them because yeah, I've got all my notes here, but the question is, where are they? So what are your guys' opinion on having an event schedule? Is that something you would like? Is that something you would enjoy? Yes. Everybody wants an event schedule, clearly.
I love events.
When do you guys actually have time? Because maybe that's a good question.
Is there a specific day in the week that you guys prefer?
Because if there are, I mean, that's something that we'll have to figure out over time, of course. But we need 2 schedules. Oh, why 2 schedules?
For the Americans, I presume. American and the European one.
Yeah, at this time, that's simply not feasible with the amount of people that we are. Maybe in the future, yes. But for the time being, we'll try to time them as well as we can, especially on weekends. That's usually days where most people have time. And then, yeah, we are doing automatic events even, Nish. Yeah. All weekdays, we'll do automatic events. So they are live. So no worries about that.
I can make up time, it's fine.
Okay. Neat. So yeah, one thing I would touch up on is the reward system. So what are we gonna do and how are we gonna do it? The easiest and the most difficult question to answer, I guess. We've had this briefly but very soberly implemented with one of the updates that we had, which was the Easter update, which is tokens. Tokens are going to become a very big thing in the future for the whole CorbaWorld network. Essentially, what you'll do is you'll play a game and you'll get some tokens. Of course, automated games like parkours and stuff will give you less tokens than an actual hosted event, but you will still get them from it. And what can you unlock with those tokens? Well, pretty much anything. We'll have to we still need to design there will be an in-game token shop, I guess, where you'll be able to buy cosmetics and a bunch of stuff. We don't quite yet know how we're gonna what rewards are gonna be in it exactly, but it's gonna be fun stuff. I mean, if you've known me from in the past, or the way I have done tokens on previous servers that I've managed, you'll know how I do those things and what kind of cosmetics you get to have. Buy bedrock blocks. Well, while that does sound interesting, there are a few concerns I have with that, to say the least. So yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, tokens are gonna be fun. Even Callie knows. Callie knows everything. Then, yeah. Any more questions about? Yeah, ask.
I call question. Ruby's NBC question in the lobby, is that also linked to this, or is that the next?
It is linked to this. Yes, but
okay.
that's the very last thing I'm gonna announce deliberately.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. No, all good, all good. Good question and needs an answer, but I wanna at least tell people when they'll receive an answer. So yeah, we'll hold off on that for a short while. Okay. Then what else do we have?
Thanks for subscribing, by the way, Damien. Love it.
A big up, big up.
Just a quick mention there.
Streamer needs to do his streamer thing, I guess. No, all good, all good. Then, are all the event questions clear so far? Will Sky Look become a thing? Oh, Sky Block become a thing? No, some people have been asking. Well, Matt knows how I would want to implement Skyblock if I would ever do it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So, would I like to have it? Yes, of course. There's no question in my mind. Do we currently have the resources or the players to do it? Sadly, not. So we'll. It's not going to happen this year. Let's put it that way. It could very much happen next year. I'm not going to say when next year, but sometime next year it could happen depending on how things evolve. Like I said, for now, our focus will be the season 2 first, and then after that, a hard focus on those events, because we've heard you loud and clear. We've seen how motivated you guys are in building your own events. They're slowly but surely trickling in, and they're of a good quality on top of that as well. So we want to further facilitate that and make that into something bigger. Oh, Niche, you asked a question. How do you fix the issue of the same people winning? Because I've noticed the same few people win more than others. That will be something that will be left up to the events team. We'll tackle that issue once we get there. I don't think that's something that we can do right now.
It's a bit differentiating your event. It's different styles of events, because you're not gonna be good at everything, hopefully. And if that issue does keep coming up, then that is something that we're gonna have to deal with once it arises. I just don't see any of you succeeding at all the events right now. I'm sorry, but no, Nish, you're not that good.
Oh boy.
Just creating rivalry, right? Creating that excitement for the events. Why would you say that? Oh, Nish knows he was not gonna win. So we'll take that challenge. Yeah, fair enough. Get ready for some sit-ups. Oh, jeez.
Okay, great, no problem. I mean, let Matt do sit-ups.
I'm gonna get
as many as
punished for that.
Okay. We're gonna start with the next topic, which is our final topic as well of the day, and then we'll get into a fun event, kindly sponsored by Tay. So let me be clear about that. She sponsored this quite a while ago, but we've sadly not been able to do it up until now. But today is the day, so we'll get to that. Well, no worries, Niche. You can always rewatch it. It will be uploaded or made available on Twitch and YouTube afterwards. So
quick answer for Noam. I'm sorry. I'm just
ahead.
quickly gonna answer Noam because I saw that Flamingo was gonna have that question as well. The credits are disabled for this stream because there's no I didn't want to have any distractions that I'm just laying on the ground the whole time while while we're doing this community thing, I'm trying to support Chris here by reading all of the chats. So that is why the credits are disabled for this stream. As soon as we do the next stream, they will be turned back on. Chris, you have the floor.
Okay, thank you. Yes, okay. I'm gonna start. So, there's a few big changes coming up. As you know, CorbaWorld was not CorbaWorld a year ago. We were 3 different communities: CorbaCraft, NRG, and HoloTree. And while CorbaCraft still exists, a lot of people have joined in. Same with HoloTree. A lot of people have joined, and NRG as well. A lot of people from NRG have joined this community. And Corba Crew, of course. sorry. Yeah, didn't.
Your own host of the evening.
Sorry. Okay, and of course, Corba Crew. Last but not least, they have all made CorbaWorld what it is today. But we were lucky enough to have recently seen Callie, which was the previous owner of HoloTree, join CorbaWorld as a player again, and to slowly but surely start picking things up again in terms of Minecraft and playing the game a bit, getting to know everybody, and so on and so forth. So she's been with us for a few weeks now, and for those, well, as I said, she's the owner of HoloTree. When she retired her server, or her network, sorry, in 2021. And since she's been back, she's expressed great adoration for the CorbaWorld that we have created, as well as becoming more involved in bigger projects like she used to do, and actually even collaborating with us on how to best bring our plans and desires to fruition for you guys. So we would like to officially announce today that Callie will be joining the CorbaWorld network as an admin today.
And here she is.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna just drag her in the call.
Just suddenly drag her in. Speech.
Yeah. No. But yeah, so she's gonna be around in a lot, and maybe in a bit of a different way. But yeah, she'll be joining the team as an admin. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah, that's something I thought was very important to announce to you guys properly. Yeah. On top of that, that's not just the only thing, of course. She's going to help us to start off with. Like, she's going to familiarize herself with all the tools and all the systems again, and just in general Minecraft. But on top of that, probably something a bit nostalgic for old HoloTree players is eventually she will be looking to have HoloTree make a return, actually, within the CorbaWorld network. Yeah, that's going to be very interesting. I'm not going to spoil too much. I'm not going to say too much about it yet, because it's not set in stone as in how we're going to do things. But we'll see how things go, and then I'm looking forward to working with her, and I'm sure you guys will be ecstatic about the things that she'll be doing for us. So yeah, that's that. So that's the little thing I was keeping until the end. And what was Ruby's question again?
Come back.
Ruby had a question before, I think.
Oh, the other NPC.
Oh yes. So that other NPC will eventually be for HoloTree in the hub. So yeah, that's that. On top of that, with all of these admins that we have now, we're not stopping there. We're gonna have another admin position that's gonna be opening. Why? Well,
because Matt is leaving.
No, nobody's leaving. Nobody's leaving. Oh my god.
I'm getting kicked out, and this is how I find out.
Bye, man. This was a stream,
Just
guys.
get kicked out of the call midstream.
No, nobody's getting fired. Not at all. Everybody's been way above expectation. Has been great to work with. So yeah, we're not gonna say goodbye to anybody. So another admin. But why, you might ask? Why so many admins? Well, me as an owner, I have a lot of tasks to do. I need to take care of marketing. So for new players to join in, I need to make sure that the money side of things runs well. I need to make sure that development does everything that needs to be done. I need to manage projects that we want to start. So my attention is always divided over 100,000 things. And the goal of having a few more admins join in is to be able to delegate some of those tasks to certain admins so that they have their own responsibilities and they can do whatever it is they need to do. Yeah, that's something I'll be. That's one of the reasons why we're getting so many people on board now. So we'll also be taking a look at what tasks each admin does. So some of the admins that have joined us so far have gotten some tasks on what responsibilities and what tasks they would like to do. Because what we want ultimately is for every admin to be able to do what they love and what they like, because that's how we'll get the best results as a whole, as a team. We'll be able to offer the best experience we can to you guys. So that's why we're doing that. Then there's going to be more positions even that are going to be opening.
Even
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, exactly. We're also going to be opening a position for a moderator and a position for a helper. So just to be very, very clear, anybody can apply for any position. Well, I see you saying more staff than players. Well, that's possible, but there's this balance that you need to find, right? Because we need the people in order to make the experience we want to offer, and in order to create that experience, more new players will stay. So eventually we'll pass a threshold where the new players that are staying will amount to more than the staff that we have. So eventually it will go into the right direction. So it might be for a short while, who knows, but from what I've seen so far, I think it's been pretty 50-50. Exactly. Niche knows. No. So indeed, if you would apply for the moderator position, but we would see you more as a helper, we would then, for instance, offer you a helper position rather than a mod position. In the previous, what was it? Application wave, I guess, that we did this with a few people. We offered them a different position than the position that they actually applied for. So that is absolutely possible. So, of course, if you say that you're going to apply for admin, but you're barely qualified for helper, yeah, we might not offer you that position due to other reasons, of course. But so, yeah. So, to summarize, all the positions that will be opening as of tomorrow: admin, 1 position; mod, 1 position; helper, 1 position; and 2 event positions. So yeah, that's quite a few positions that are open. And keep in mind, anybody can apply. So people that are already on the team can apply for any other position, and people that aren't yet on the team can apply for any position as well. Keep in mind, admin will require more qualifications than mod, and mod will require more qualifications than helper. Experience does help with all of these, of course. Again, it's not a necessity, but it does help. Okay. So, I think that pretty much sums it all up.
All right.
I think.
Would you look at that? And I'm almost able to breathe again.
Why are you not able to breathe?
I don't know, just got a cramp in my stomach.
What? Oh,
I've not been
okay.
able to breathe half the stream.
What? And you're only telling me this now? You might want to get something to drink, like me. I've got a bottle.
I got. Oh shoot, my glass is empty. Okay. Well, good point.
Well, that's the problem.
No, it's not my stomach. It's my riff, midriff. That thing. It's just
Ah, yes, out of balance. Yeah, you're...
pushing on my lungs. So when I breathe, it's
Oh.
like, you know,
Oh boy.
and I just die a
Yes.
little bit. Hence matter heating bat. Yeah, I would not want to be a woman. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway. Oh goodness. If I breathe too much, it's just instant death. Anyway.
It's
instant death.
Keep in mind, you still need to host an event. Will that work?
I know, and I'm getting yelled at the same time somewhere. It's not a good night for me.
Oh, should we start pinging you?
Oh,
Guys,
goodness.
anybody who has Matt in their friend list, please start pinging Matt.
No,
excessively.
don't fucking do that.
Excessively.
You know how much I hate spam. No.
I mean, look,
I'm
I
gonna
am
block
qualified to do
every
CPR on people.
single person that does that. I'm gonna block you. Don't even test me.
Like, I recently just got the certificate that I am allowed to resuscitate people and apply first aid and stuff.
Good.
Yeah.
You're gonna drive for 2 hours first.
Yeah, the first aid.
Oh, it's gone.
I think
it's gone. I can breathe.
How did you do it?
I don't know. Just try to breathe through the pain. Next issue.
Dies. No longer lives.
Oh god, I'm getting spammed now. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of bans there, or bans or blocks or whatever I need to do to get you out of my fucking DMs. Smart Ruby, you just deleted it. You messaged me and then deleted it. I still know you did that. Just... Matt, you are officially dying. I'm a nurse, I would know. I mean, it would be quicker for Ruby to come than Chris, probably. Because Chris comes with a horse and carriage. West Flanders, my ass. You didn't see anything. Okay. You know it's true, Chris. Also, your answer to uni the other day about what the best city in Belgium is, that's just dumb. Just letting you know. Antwerp is the best city in Belgium, and there's no discussion about it.
I'm just stating facts. To be honest,
you. I mean, you said that there isn't the best city in Belgium. I mean, of course, there's a best city in Belgium. There's a.
I didn't say Belgium. I said there is no best city.
Oh, there's no best city, but of course there is one. Like, that is the definition of best. Best doesn't mean good.
Yeah, but there is
got you there, didn't I?
But there's still no best city.
I mean, there's always a best city. There's
not to me.
There's the best third as well. I mean, imagine that would be pretty good. But anyway, all cities are mediocre unless it's my city. Well, again, come live in Antwerp then, because you have the mentality of an Antwerpian. That sounds weird.
That's not even a word. Antwerpian.
Oh, shush you. Go feed some pigs.
Ironically, the biggest big pig farms are in Antwerp. But yeah.
Okay, go feed a cow. I don't know what you guys do over there.
Oh, sheep.
Sheep, mainly. Oh goodness, I don't even want to answer that one. Right, so we have a new spleef.
Oh yes, I need to get online in game.
Yeah, I made a new spleef for this event. I need to actually make sure that you guys can use the warp spleef. There you go. Nope, that doesn't work. Whoa. Oh, I tapped it in chat. My bad. I think that is the right button to press. Now you guys should be able to do /warp spleef, and you will join us. Hongs are in Iowa as well as Ashcorn.
Oh wait, is this kind of like a heaven and hell theme? Kind of nether and
yes. Oh my god.
Or to translate to Minecraft, ether and nether.
There's an ether in Minecraft.
Well, it was one of the biggest. Well, the ether was the design for the actual end that we have. So the end was supposed to be heaven, really, but they kind of did something different with it.
Oh, you learn something every day. And I made something special for you guys, because I know that you guys always like to block glitch your way up to things. I now made a legal way for you to get on top of everything. So I didn't actually... Wait, hold on. So now I don't really care if you're gonna block glitch or not, because there is a legal way to get on it, so I'm not gonna bother too much with that. Also, it was a massive mistake to give everyone horns. Matt, what was that? What? What's up? Nish, come over here. There you go.
Oh, by the way, I wanna do a quick shout out to a few people because I see that a few donations have come in just for the server. So special thanks to Ruby, Niche, and I think Veronix, but I have a suspicion that Veronix is the alt of Niche, but I'm not sure. But big thanks to you guys. Oh yeah, it's the Niche alt. Woot woot. There we go.
Also, no, wait, this needs to be 20, doesn't it? And then feed amount needs to be 20 as well. Right? There. Okay, now I forgot apparently a couple of things here. There's actually something else I forgot as well. Oh, goodness me. Hold on, I'll get this sorted in just a minute. Where do I find the thing that I want? Apparently nowhere. Oh, there it is. Whoppa. Spleef, e.g. There we go. Oh, right. So, we are going to be doing a spleef tournament today. Chris, would you like to explain the prizes, by the way? Because I don't actually know what they are.
Oh, explain the prizes. That's going to be a difficult one because it highly depends on who wins. So, what are the prizes?
Is there only one winner? Is a big question. Is there only one winner?
There's going to be a pool of 3 people that win. Yeah.
3 people.
So there's going to be a top 3. So even if you end up 3rd or 4th, you'll still need to fight out the battle who's going to be 3rd or 4th. So very, very important. Oh wait, I see another question from Nordic coming in on Twitch just now. How will Season 2 and Halloween affect each other? That's an interesting one. They won't affect each other at all, for that matter. We're gonna develop them independently. Of course, that does not mean we won't be doing a little special event for Halloween. Who knows? So, yeah, I would say stay posted for that. Follow our Discord announcement because most things get announced in there and pretty lengthy and properly as well. So, yeah, that. Niche, go ahead. What's your question? I still don't understand this. I have this every single time when I see people tell me I have a question. Well, just ask the question instead of telling me that you have a question.
Oh,
it's so infuriating. But maybe that's just me.
Matt, after the event, could you visit the museum on stream to show it off a little? We'll see what time it is by the end of this one. Damien, right?
Yeah, because Matt does have work tomorrow, I believe.
I do have work. I actually have to go to the office tomorrow, which is a rare event. Wow. But there's a good part about it. It's the second to last day that the freaking bully is gonna be there. Woo! She's finally gonna be done. Oh my god, I've never seen a more lazy and idiotic person in my life.
Okay. I'm seeing a lot of questions still come in on Twitch, so I'm gonna spend some time answering those. A Flying Giraffe asks, is there a catalog on CorbaWorld, or was that just Hollow Tree? At the moment there isn't, but we would like to work on one. As in, we would like to make one and eventually offer one to you guys. But we also want to ensure that you guys can grab the builds for yourself and place them yourself. And that is key in the development of that catalog. So you don't need to wait for your builds, there is no time between that, and you can just do it yourself. Then, besides that, the next question Niche had asked multiple times, but I must have missed it. Sorry about that. There was an update given on the order of stuff being implemented, like quests, the spawn, or the chests. So all the things I mentioned will all be implemented in a single update. It's going to be called Season 2. Yeah, that's that. The events will be after Season 2. And when will Season 2 come? It will be somewhere around October, November. So that period, late October and sometime November. I'm not going to put an exact date on it because that depends highly on the speed at which we develop everything. So yeah, that. And then also, I'm going to remind everybody that has joined now, be sure to vote on the type of reset you would like to see. Don't forget that. So Season 2 will have some form of a reset. Either optional, soft, reverse soft, or a hard reset. And it's up to you guys to choose. So be sure to click on the straw poll link in the chat that Jaden just generated. So you guys can vote.
All right, and for the event, we are pretty much ready to begin. Just let me know if your name is not on the wall yet. Let me just go over them real quick. We're gonna have a Nish versus Noam to start with. A Callie versus Fernando, which is gonna be the first helper that gets a chance to knock the admin into the water below. Then we got Flamingo versus Jaden, Ruby versus Fur, and wait, Fur. Oh. First on there twice. And then Damien versus Ruby and Mr. Prankles versus Jayla. If I forgot anyone that is also here, let me know.
Wait, wasn't... What? I think the leaderboard just changed because I was against Damien before.
Did it change? I don't know what you're talking
about. Oh, yeah. Also, Icing Cold appears to say that damage is on in the spleef arena. I'm not sure if that's the case.
Damage is on? Wait, what?
Yeah, he asked turn damage off in spleef, question mark.
Damage...
Oh, because of the magma...
Oh, right, the magma. But you should be invincible. You shouldn't take any damage. I don't actually know. Wait, is there a flag that turns off magma blocks, or do I just remove all of the magma blocks?
I actually don't know, to be honest. Maybe you could replace it just with the shroom lights.
Oh, that's a good idea.
The shroom lights, yeah, just literally called shroom light because it looks pretty similar.
Let me just do that. We got
so replace near 100 or something, and then
magma block. Hey Matt, watch this. I'll watch you in a second. And what's it called? It's a shroom light.
One word, shroom lights. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Look at that. No one's dying. Where did I spawn? Wait, what? Where did Nish go? Wait, did Nish die? Oh wait, Nish. I don't know what happened. We're gonna get Nish back here, and also maybe add a respawn location, something.
So I saw 2 more questions coming in. Will there be a world download before reset? So if we do a hard reset or reset the world in general, we will always offer a world download. That's simply how we roll, I guess, in general, when it comes down to resets. So yes, there will be one. And then to answer Ruby's question, is the creative world staying the same or having any updates? The creative world will stay the same for the time being. We have been brainstorming about it, and there have been quite a few cool ideas. Especially Callie has brought up a few interesting things. So yeah. Staff applications will just be a simple Google form that we will post in an announcement on Discord. So keep an eye out for that. Okay, what I'm going to do now is if you have any further questions, I'm just going to write them down, but I'm going to have Matt run his event for the time being so that you can do that. And then I'll see to answering your questions later on. Okay. Floor is yours, Matt.
1 sec, because you know what? I'm so mad at everyone now.
Why?
So what they did, you guys remember, right? I put out a poll where you guys can vote of how deep the arena goes, how many layers there are. You guys managed to tie the entire thing. Right? There's 6 votes on everything.
Oh wait, I'll be the tiebreaker for you. What is it set at?
What? What do you mean, Tyler?
What is it? I'll be the tiebreaker. I'll just vote on one. So it's no longer.
It's 4. It's 4 right now, and I was gonna keep it.
There you go. Done.
Thank you. Okay. 4 or 5 is normal now. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna go with 4. I'm gonna just make a real quick floor for you guys. 35.5, and then quickie 35.3. Might not be my best floor, I'll admit. But we have Nish versus Noam that will begin. Nish, do you prefer to use your old or your main account? I don't know. What is that other one? Wait, who did I say? Noam, right? Yeah.
Who's tooting their horn the whole time?
I don't know. It was a mistake. I'm gonna be taking away some horns in a second. Because, oh my lordy days. Okay. Matt, what is that skin? Yeah, so I lost a truther there in the previous stream. Which basically means that I need to wear this now. Yeah. Yeah, that happened. Okay. Nish and Noam, are you both ready to start this event off with the biggest and best match we've ever seen? Ready? He's not sure. Noam is ready though. Okay, Nish is ready to lose, so we'll see what happens. We're gonna have a 3, a 2, and a 1, and go. Go and slaughter each other with your shears. As you may notice, the arena is a little bit bigger than the previous one. This one is 25 by 25, while the other one was about 23 by 16 or something. It wasn't even a square. But I counted this time. I know, I do actually know how to count, even if I prefer not to do it. But yeah, so there's going to be more room to play around and to try and trap each other. Matt knows how to count. Exactly, I do. I very much so know. Right. Good. Nish is trying to build, but apparently that is not an option. I say apparently, but I kind of knew that. I did that on purpose. Nish is trying to take the low ground to kind of bait Noam into some sort of hole, but it's not entirely working, is it? Noam is playing it safe by staying on the high ground as much as he can and trying to attack Nish from afar. Nish is taking way more risk than Noam in this game so far. Curious to see how that is going to end, because high risk, high reward, but it's high risk. That's the risk of repeating myself. Wait, where's that? Oh, I like that cape that Nish has, actually. Leave it to Nish to get a custom cape, right? Feel free, by the way, Chris, if you need to give more explanation to something.
Yeah, I will. I'm just kind of looking at things for now.
We finally broke the ground and we have water in sight. There's one place in the map where you can actually stumble and fall already. Everything else. Oh, Noah made another little spot, but Nish is not gonna fall for that. Nish knows better than to get baited in that sort of situation. Although we are getting quite low now. There's most of the top floor is gone. Most of the second floor is already gone as well. And bigger and bigger holes are starting to appear right now. You know earlier when I said that Nish wasn't gonna fall for that? He actually did. He fell for it. He actually fell for it. Can't say. Oh, that was sad. My inventory is very full. I can understand that. I'll fix that in a second. In between 2 rounds, I'll be fixing that. Let's remake a floor. I'm just gonna take random numbers each time. If anyone has a suggestion to make a floor, just give me 3 numbers between 1 and 16. Up 35.
Alright, while you do that, I think I had an interesting question from Nordic here. A new CorbaWorld banner or logo, I think it is, for Season 2. Yeah.
That is an interesting question. Callie versus Fernando is next.
That is a very interesting question. How is there something specific you would like to see? Is the current one generic? Why would you like to see a new one? What does everybody think?
Right.
I mean, you can answer in game as well. I'm looking in game as well.
Meantime, we have a bit of a moderator battle. It's going to be a helper versus a future admin, because it's noble at the minute. Actually, I already gave you shares, but oh well, there you go. All right, everyone ready to go?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go! And they started off again. I'm going to
No, what question did we miss? One of your questions by chance? If so, what question did we miss?
I still have a question of Noam here. If the update introduces RPG-like gameplay, maybe some events will be RPG themed, like defending a base from monsters, or do something with a made-up lore and items at the end.
Correct. It's a very good point. And that is true. I'm going to be very simple. Again, those will most likely be hosted events due to their custom nature, but that will be something that evolves over time. So I can't say which ones that will be or what items we'll have, but you're absolutely right. That's something we're going for. So yeah. As to Ruby, yes, we're already doing that. We have been doing that. So yes, that's already a thing. You could use ChatGPT to write stories. Ooh, I'm kind of interested what comes up with that. Yeah, it might feel weird to you, but in our organizational system that we use, because I export all of the suggestions into a sheet, I organize them in there. So so Niche just suggests it in the suggestions channel. It might not be clear to you, but it is very clear to us.
Also, I think there's enough talented people around to make stories, to make it a bit more personal to the community and all that sort of stuff. Don't really need to rely on AI at this very minute.
Niche, if that is the case, then you go ahead. You make the necessary suggestions. There is a limit to the amount of suggestions that you can make, so that you will reach a limit, I think, or to open suggestions that you can have. So you'll need to wait until you get an answer to those suggestions before you can make more, of course. But yeah, just so you know.
Actually, Callie and Fur are really methodically just grinding down the layers a little bit. I feel like...
Oh, they should have just played on one layer. I think that would have been more interesting.
There's very little still left from the first layer. Matt start dropping TNT to make the floor disappear randomly. I could do that other ways. And
Ooh,
Fur,
or
did you
drop
just
live
fly?
creepers.
Fur just flew accidentally. I'm gonna forgive it because it was accidental. But maybe turn that fly off, my friend. Um, so we're not gonna have any issues with that. Didn't mean to. Yeah, I thought you did. I've done that myself plenty of times. Make sure never to try and place blocks, because chances are that you can. Actually, you can't. Never mind. Will we ever have a full-scale build competition? Again, Chris.
I
think we should. They were a hit in the past.
A full-scale build comp, like the one we had at Easter.
A build competition, like where you get a couple weeks, like 2 weeks until that build needs to be done. Oof.
Whoa, I don't know why not.
Fur fell in a 2x1 hole. Fur, my boy. Well, Callie is still deserves that admin role, I guess. We're not gonna take that away. Well done, Callie. That's beautifully played. I'm gonna reset the floor with a suggestion. I see.
Yeah, like I said, Ruby, the other things have continuously been popping up. The reason why we've not been able to focus on events as much as I would have liked to is because our attention is thinly spread, and then the little free time I have goes to the things that we're focusing on at that time. And then we continuously shift our focus to something different, and so on and so forth. But we can never continuously have a person's focus on one item. That's why we're restructuring the team in the way that we are currently, so that we can all do more. That's exactly why we're having more admins, Niche. Good observation.
Hey, there you go. We've come full circle. Next match will, by the way, be not Jaden versus Flamingo.
Not Jaden. So who is it?
Flamingo.
Yeah, we are having. There's literally 2 new admins joining the team. One of them is Callie, and the other one is unknown so far because an application is open. They are different, but they are the tasks that need to be done can largely be done by admins. Okay, so let me ask you this question, Ruby. What kind of a structure should a moderation team have on a server? And why should that structure be in place?
And one reason that I want to give for the moderation team not having to do a lot is because we have such an amazing community. There just isn't a lot to do. There's barely any griefs ever. Yeah. Barely any times that we need to step in.
Yeah. So if there are actually Jaden lost connection, by the way. Okay. So the reason why we have helper is the first line of defense, and usually in a normal, in an established server structure, let's put it that way, where you have lots of players or quite a large amount, what you could do is you would have the first line of defense, which is helpers. They just view players. Usually they don't even have any moderation powers, so all they do is point players towards the rules. Make sure that everything is done correctly. Point them in the right direction if they don't know if they don't know something. That's usually what helpers do. So they're really basic. Really, they're just essentially players with a special prefix, so that players know, oh, that person knows what he's talking about. That's the essence of a helper. Then what are moderators? Moderators are the ones that go in, and if a helper can't resolve the issue, the moderator will take it on. So that's usually restoring builds. For us even, they have a pretty large arsenal of things they can do in terms of creative and so on. So yeah, they can do a lot. They can give claim blocks and so on and so forth. That's what a mod does. And then if they can't resolve it, then it gets escalated to the admins. So will helpers have more power? No, because technically speaking, they don't need more power. They can already moderate. They can already mute people. They can kick people. They already have quite a few things they can do. Assigned projects. That is mainly up to themselves. If you want to do something, it's just like players. Like we always do players. If you want to host an event or create an event, just do it. Same with staff and helpers.
Because actually, 2 of the helpers didn't get a shout out earlier, but have been working on a couple of things as well, like Slav and Sheep have been assisting on certain projects as well. So when they actively participate in certain projects, they do get considered more often whenever someone is working on a project to be like, oh, hey, can you come and help? Or they can start their own project as well. They all have that power, basically, to come up with projects, to assist with projects. All of that is out there in the open. Yeah. Also, this match is so aggressive. They're both so...
A lot of destruction.
They love destruction, but they want to destroy each other. They're trying to run through each other like it's crazy.
So wait, structure-wise, feels like moderators should be the end. Well, they are, to what players see. So if an admin needs to take care of it, that's usually a matter of permanently banning somebody. They're already temp banned by a moderator, so that happens behind the scenes. Then setting a rank, that's also something that an admin does, but that also happens behind the scenes. So yeah, those are the main things admins, I guess, are used for in terms of moderation. All the other stuff is technically something that mods can do. So you're right. Admins could work behind the scenes, but we like to have a kind of hands-on experience for in terms of being present and stuff like that. So it's important to be online as an admin still.
Oof. Jaden just managed to spleef Flamingo. That was perfectly executed. Just make him follow you and then turn around and get that floor underneath their feet. Well done, Jaden. That was perfectly executed right there. Flamingo is out. Ruby versus Damien is the next one.
So yeah, to summarize real quick, Ruby, helpers will not get more powers. No, that's not necessary. Like Nordic says, very briefly and very crudely, I might say, helpers are highlighted server guides. That's true. But they can also relay information directly to staff, and they are aware of what is going on within the staff team. So, hey, and then to your question about who's that? Who's Duco official?
I forget their name. They were here a couple of streams ago as well. I completely forgot. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry, Noam, to keep messaging you. A Scottish guy. Oh, you deleted the entire message, Chris.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that, but I know what it was. It was about the art thing.
Yeah.
About the new logo, but I'll get back to that in a second. Do you make your own plugins or customize a pre-made one? Is there a certain config language you have to use, and where would you start? I would suggest looking up a tutorial on YouTube. No. I try to avoid custom plugins because that introduces a new workload into the mix, which I would then need to also update existing plugins of myself. I do make small little tiny things, but it's nothing significant. So we mainly use pre-made ones in order to save us time.
Nish is having an ad. Were you answering Nish or?
Yeah, oh yeah, he doesn't hear me now?
Yeah, no, he's not subscribed, so he gets ads. Every hour there is a minute 30 ads, so that in between the hours you don't get any ads, right? So I put all of the ads condensed all the way at the end of the hour, So you get a
Okay.
minimum amount of ads in the middle of it. I'm
Okay,
sorry,
I see.
Nish. That's the only way I can do it. If I could turn off ads, I honestly I would, but I can't. I legit can't turn off ads.
Okay. I would like to cycle back. I'm gonna wait until the ad. Oh wait, I think. Oh, they're subscribers. So Nordic, you'll still hear me.
Yes.
What I'll do is so Nordic mentioned the new logo or theme or stuff like that. That will indeed be something when we switch themes. Currently, we are still not really changing who we are or what we stand for. We're just making significant changes to how we operate. So while I do understand your point, it might be something for not season 2, but the one after that. So we'll see. I wasn't talking niche, so no worries.
Yeah, we just spoke about why the ads are there. Because if I could turn them off, I would, but I need to put them once every hour, so new viewers don't get any ads. Right? That is why there's ads every hour. We just passed the 2-hour mark. Well, yeah, we kept talking because other subscribers don't get any ads, so we kept talking, but we stopped answering your question, Nish. Chris can resume that now.
Oh yeah, and I was talking about Nordic, so I'm gonna touch up on that because he posted another thing: Pirate, Winter, Beach, Space, etc. Yeah, there currently is none really, so it's just pretty default really, which is it will still be for the time being. But once we indeed introduce like a DLC or like an expansion or I don't know whatever you want to call it, like the Pirates area or something, we could include that. Yeah. So then I saw some more stuff coming by that I wanted to touch on. I think I had a message.
Actually, we just had a match where both of them were very aggressive, and right now we are actually having a match where both of them are playing quite defensively. Damien is playing a little bit more aggressive than Ruby is, but I feel like both of them are trying to keep their defenses up, trying not to fall for any traps. It's very interesting to see the comparison of the two. Right. Ooh, some action. Oh, Damien in trouble. Ruby opening up the floor to the water already. There is a couple of holes here and there on the arena, but not enough to already fall into. They're gonna have to make a new hole, and Ruby does it. I think Ruby even spleefed herself. But yeah, Damien survives. Damien stays the winner and moves on to the next round. That is a Ruby that we are gonna move. There you go. Now, the moment we have all been waiting for. Prankles, are you there?
I am present.
I thought you
Oh,
were
let me go
present.
into. I'm in survival now.
Okay, I'll TP you and get you this right stuff in just a second. You'll be fighting on this kind of floor. Right, Mr. Prankles versus Jailer. I didn't even know if Jailer knows that they're going to be fighting yet. Hopefully they do. There you go.
Jayla is back. Yes.
Jailer, come here. Come here.
So wait.
Make sure that your fly is off.
My fly is off. I'm in survival. Yes. Wait. Let me fly off. Yeah. There we go. It's off.
Alright, yeah, Jailer's fly is also off. Damien can't turn his off, but you shouldn't be able to fly anyway. You people are... You people sounds sounds a bit weird. It sounds a bit out of nowhere, but you know, that's not what I meant. He flew in the arena. Yeah, you were flying before, but I changed a couple things around. I saw that. All right, Jailer and Mr. Prankles, are you both ready? And is everyone else in the stream ready to see Prankles' stressed / focused face. Because you will
Oh, boy.
now.
Yes. This is me playing a competition. Yeah. Esports.
Can he only hosts Minecraft servers, or can he actually play in them as well? Find out now. We're gonna have a 3, a 2, and also 1, and go. Jayla, this is all on you. Like, if you ever wanna embarrass Miss Prankles, this is it. This is your moment. Oh, Prankle's in trouble. Prankle's in trouble. Prankles goes down. Prankles goes down. We have a single line of wool that has been spleefed, and Prankles just went down. Wow, how embarrassing is this for you?
Not at all. Like, I wasn't even looking at the screen. I just ran in a direction and I hoped it was alright.
I mean, excuses. You're saying that now, but I believe you tried your hardest. That is the
Absolutely.
That's the narrative I'm gonna go with, at least. Nishlik fixed his ad issue and actually paid for a subscription. Thank you, Nishlik. I appreciate it massively.
Fixed the ad issue.
Fixed his ad issue. Yeah, that's how he said it. Right, we are going to the next round, which means...
do the losers get to fight the losers? For this game, probably not, because it's pretty late already, and Matt does have work tomorrow, so
that is very
I
true.
think it might be best. Well, 3rd and 4th place will need to fight, of course, but the others will. Well, I think they're
so
out.
we basically have a Callie versus Noam, a Jaden versus Damien, and a Jayla versus no one. I think I'm gonna jump in on that one. I'm gonna fight Jayla on this one. Just so Jayla has someone to go against, someone who isn't gonna steal the prize. There you
go. So there is no custom plugin issue. Yeah, but it doesn't exist. However, configuration of plugins and making content for certain plugins does consume a lot of time. Perhaps just as much as making them. So we try to avoid using too many custom plugins to not have too large of a workload in terms of keeping those plugins updated when a new update comes around. That's why we try to use existing resources out there and tweak them and customize them to our needs. That's mainly how we do that.
First round, Callie versus Noam. First one of the half finals, semi-finals. I think it's semi-finals, right? Probably. Right, are you both ready? Ready. We got a yes from Noam and a yes from Callie. Then I'm gonna give you the 3, a 2, a 1, and go. Okay, so Callie has Damien on her side. Who's voting for Noam here? Who's going for Noam? Come on, he needs a bit of support as well. Hey, Jaden is behind Noam. Let's go. Well, Noam took me out. Well, fair enough. Yeah, I would not vote for Noam in that case either. They barely scratched the surface level at this point. I don't think there is actually a single block that is away, already gone from the second layer. Ooh, second block, okay. I think it was a good idea to keep it on 4 layers. Because I think 5 layers would be a little bit too much for some of these matches. Exhibit A. I don't think we see the 3rd layer, but we're not there yet. A 1-layer match would be quite interesting. Maybe my match versus Jayla should be a 1-layer match. 10 layers, oh, imagine. Imagine the battles we would get. There would be a lot of parkour in a 10 layers.
People dying of fall damage.
Yeah, I mean, if I would do that, yeah, I probably would die from fall damage at that point. But yeah, I would like that many layers, but it would be a lot of parkour. Nish has a question for you, by the way.
Yeah, I see. I know you want to separate. I know you want separate some, but is more specific better, or should I leave it kind of broad to ease confusion? So what I would do is the most important things are there's two questions you need to answer in suggestion: what and why. So what is it you want, and describe it as in detail as you want, and then why is it that you need that. So for instance, oh yeah, I want hard mode on survival. Okay, cool, but why do you want it? If those two questions are answered, that's a perfectly fine suggestion by me. And how broad you make it, I'll leave that up to you.
Okay. Callie and Gnome are still going at it. I don't think the floor has been broken yet. I don't see any water anywhere. But that could change really quick because we do see the fourth layer on a couple of occasions already. But they're both playing it quite defensively. They're going at each other and then backing off again, just having these small little brawls. But Callie is in trouble and Noam uses it to his advantage and manages to spleef Callie down. The support that Callie got obviously just made Noam better and more aggressive. Callie actually got influenced by the commentators and tried to be more aggressive. Clearly not the tactic that she should have used. Noah moves on to the next round. We have a Jaden versus Damien now. Jaden versus Damien. Let me reset the floor. There you go. It was a Jaden, right? Jaden and Damien. Right. There you go. Oh, snowballs. How did you get snowballs? Oh, goodness. Alright. Matt plays a few slime blocks for a possible second chance as a twist. Ah, that would be funny, actually. Are you both ready, Jaden and Damien? Damien is gonna go for the pharmacy right after this match for some anxiety pills.
Oh boy.
Go. Alright, let's see what they do. Are they gonna be aggressive? Or are they gonna be defensive as well? I've seen quite a few aggressive moves from Jaden, but I've not seen Damien enough yet to already decide what kind of fighting style they have. But I'm very curious to find out. They're trying to separate the two islands or try to make two islands. And Jaden is actually setting up traps. That is some advanced level play from Jaden, actually. That is well done, because at some point the game just transfers from normal spleef to some kind of parkour game mode. I feel like Jaden was actually doing really well trying to lure Damien into a trap. He almost backed into a trap, but luckily he didn't. Damien in a little bit of trouble. This could get close. Damien tries to run. Jaden was not quick enough to cut off his escape. This is getting close, folks. Damien keeps getting the low ground, is in that same pit as earlier again. Jaden is just on the top layer, kind of smashing down, getting those wool blocks away. Damien is just desperately trying to climb up, but Jaden is just not allowing it. There's another hole that leads directly to death. Damien on the run now. Jaden is chasing, but as we know, chasing could be dangerous as well if Damien manages to turn around real quick, create another hole that Jaden just didn't see in time while being mid-jump or something like that. I think it has become into a parkour game right now, because there's a couple holes that you just can't see that well. Especially this one. This one is quite big. And I just see someone failing a parkour jump and falling into that one. Even though usually it is the smaller holes that do it. Damien in trouble again. Jaden backing off a little bit. fail like you're a fiddle. Oh, Damien doesn't know what to do. Jaden didn't see it in time. Jaden was backing off and didn't see that Damien actually was in big trouble. Didn't know how to get out of there. Ooh, and there we go again. Again, Jaden had his back turned, but Damien just found himself in trouble and didn't get out in time this time. Too bad, too bad. And I TP Gnome again, dang it. I'm sorry, Gnome. Keep doing that. Let's get Damien out of there. Damien clearly outskilled in this match, but well played anyway. Wait, that's Jaden. I need Damien. Damien. There you go. Right. Sort of final match of the semi-finals. Let me reset the floor. There you go. It's going to be me versus Jaden, and my hands are already sweating. What about spleef with block decay? I've tried that. I've tried to implement that once, but it's difficult. We need to see a more hyped and fast-talking Matt commentator.
Oh god.
I mean, it's difficult. I would love to be able to do that, but
yeah, I've been talking all stream long, so that's why I'm just
I know
saving my voice a bit for now.
No worries. I did have another question for you that you might be able to answer while I'm yelling at people. What was it? Fido asked, only thing I wonder about the resets, will it affect staff too? As I struggle a lot to build without fly, if I want to make something in the overworld for the players, as I have done in the past, as relying on flight charges doesn't always work when doing that.
Yeah. So yes, everybody will be affected, to put it simply. Survival is survival after all. So everybody will be affected.
Fly off, jailer. Don't forget. Ah, goodness. 3, 2. Oh, 1. There's multiple layers. Oops. I forgot to say go. There you go. There you go. Oh, God. Oh. The stress. Alright. See, I know we talk a lot about aggressive stances and defensive stances, but I'd never really shit on any of those stances. Like, it's you need to do whatever comes natural to you. So I naturally play rather defensively. There's nothing wrong with that, to be fair.
Wait, I'm getting a few questions real
Go
quick.
for it.
Could we make a survival community project in creative and have them brought over? So again, I think that kind of hooks into what a flying giraffe a while ago has asked about catalog. So in bringing things over to survival, we want to provide a proper system to do so. So that means, what is a proper system? A proper system is a way so that you can do it yourself without intervention from staff. So yeah, that's something we're still looking into, how to best do that, and so that's why. So currently that is not possible, but once we have the catalog system in place, we can look at making that more permanent. That was a close call by Matt right there. He almost fell in, but barely made it out alive. Oh, this is a difficult. Oh yes, he's gone.
You should have shut your mouth.
So this is what it feels like being commentated upon right in the stream. That was a shameful defeat, is what one can say.
Display.
Okay.
Bit of Rome too there. Well, we're moving on to the finals, and finals will be one match. One match of 3 people, actually.
Yeah, so the reasons why helpers or mods have their flight abilities is to in order to best help players where they can, because they need to do certain things. Of course, those things can change over time. It's possible that they change over time. And yeah, we can certainly look into other ways of rewarding you with flight charges. That is certainly an option. I'll make note of that. Because it's kind of a give and take. So if we move it back a bit, where you need to prestige, I mean, technically speaking, if you are max rank, you just need to click a button and you have permanent flights. So technically speaking, you're not losing much. If you're asking me, that is, of course. Then okay, so quest.
All right, for the final game. These are your winners, by the way. These are gonna be the people that are going to run away with the prize. But who's gonna win first place, second place, and third place? That will be decided in this match. Is everyone ready? I hope so. You better be. What happens if Jayla wins? Chris?
What happens if Jayla wins? Well, Jayla will get to pick somebody to give their award to.
Okay. 3. Oh, you know what? Wait. Hold on. We're doing something. Hold on. I'm gonna... Wait, is that...
Well, no, not necessarily, because technically, staff... I mean, even helpers and mods don't have access to some of the cosmetic features that come with donated ranks. So technically speaking, they could just get a donated rank for themselves if you don't have one yet.
Exactly. They can decide whatever they spend that money on. And if that is on someone else, then that's on someone else. 3.
We have a cat.
2.
A wild cat.
Go.
He's very aggressive.
The winners actually, like, the winners are getting teased so much right now because they can hear that there's a cat, but they can't look. All right, look at that.
Cat just wants to sit on the lamp and do nothing.
As usual. Cat cam. Next stream we should get a cat cam. It'd be funny.
Oh yeah, I'll just put... Oh, I have a second webcam, so technically...
Yeah, you do.
I have a second webcam, so I can literally point it on the bed of the cats and then just have them. Yeah, her name is Lizzie, like Amy just said.
See, I think Lizzie is the only one that I saw.
Oh yeah, she was the one that was scaring the living shit out of you. Yes.
Okay. Calm down, it was not that dramatic.
It was hilarious.
Depends on you. It's a matter of perspective.
Exactly. For me, it was hilarious. For you, it was threatening.
Did I miss the news of Jayla's event world? If I have ideas or suggestions about it, should I make a suggestion or wait for the implementation?
Let's put it this way. I would suggest waiting for the implementation because there's... I mean, we explained the whole implementation. I'll quickly run over it again just in case. So what we would have is during weekdays, you would have a small area where you would have a bunch of mini games, and each weekday you would have a different mini game that you can play. So those are automatic events that you can play at any time as you want. As a reward, you will get tokens for them, and during weekends we'll do hosted events, and those will get you more tokens than automatic events, obviously. So yeah, that's that. So that's the event world, I guess, that he'll be creating. And as we go, there will be different themed areas, I guess. So let's say you have a desert area with desert-themed parkour and maze and so on. Then you also have a, I don't know, ocean-themed area, for instance. I'm just saying something. I mean, Jayla can do whatever he wants with that, but we'll see where that goes.
In the meantime, this finals round has been turned into a real parkour fest.
Oh, we have 3 players playing.
We got 3 players playing, actually. So the first one that is going to go down is going to be the 3rd place winner.
Yeah.
We actually are going to know all of our winners after this exact match. Jayla is trying to stay up as long as possible, but Jayla keeps getting in brawls with people. And that is just not where you want to be. You want to be the third party that is looking at it. But unless you're just really good, right? Maybe Jayla has that much confidence in themselves and is a sort of an aggressive move that they're just trying to get rid of everyone as quickly as they can. Although to kill someone quick, it's well that ship has already sailed because look at the state of the floor. There's barely any floor left. Oh, Jailer just attacked Noam, trying to surprise them in it. Oh, no, that did not work. Oh, Noam missed his jump. Noam is out. Noam wins 3rd place. Gets that bronze medal. I know it doesn't feel like it right now, but well played.
Hey, what about 2nd place?
2nd place is still to be decided. That is either going to be Jailer or Jaden. And there's barely any floor left, so I would say that that announcement will follow pretty soon. It just takes,
I'm watching as well.
It just takes one person missing their jump for this to end.
Wait, Nisha had another question I can see. And you said tokens are anything. IRL money, items, or diamond money items, or cosmetic or ranks. What do you mean? Because you mentioned a lot of things in a single sentence. So tokens, are technically a secondary currency that is over the whole server. What can we spend tokens on? Sorry. Okay, yeah. You can spend it on anything. We'll still have to see what that is exactly, but it will mainly be cosmetic items. So it's probably not going to be diamonds. It's probably not going to be... what else did you mention? Ranks probably also not. We might tie having tokens into the requirements for ranking up. That could be possible. And no, it will be items on the survival world. Very important. So you will be able to play with the items you win, actually. That's the important part. That's why you can gain the tokens on the event server, but you'll use them on the server that you play on, actually. It's also something very important to keep in mind in regards to, let's say, a possible release of Hollow Tree in the future. It's still going on.
It's so close. Jailer was in so much trouble, but they flew out of there. They didn't actually fly, but it looked like that was just pure magic how they've managed to get out of there. There's no blocks left. Although it is getting a little bit easier to parkour because you can actually see the holes now. It's more like where can I stand rather than where do I fall. Right? Oh,
it will most...
Jane trying to surprise Jailer.
I'm just gonna wait for this final to end because this is a pretty exciting final.
How did that happen?
Oh,
there's one block. You missed by one block.
Wow.
Ah, that is the saddest hole to die in. Jailer did get a revenge. Jailer did get a revenge. Well done, though. We got a Jaden who wins the entire event. That means that I'm giving the floor to Chris again.
Yes.
For the prizes. Well played, everyone, by the way, because this was massive. So,
we're dealing out some rewards. So the first one, we're gonna start with 3rd place. So that's a gnome, I think. What reward? What rank do you have? Let's start with that. Where's gnome? Where did he go?
No.
And redstone. Would you like an upgrade to the amethyst rank? Absolutely. Wait, amethyst. Oh no, sorry, I meant obsidian. Obsidian. So that's the 2nd highest rank. It's 3rd place, and we also have 2nd and then 1st. Sure. Okay. Perfect. So I'll do that for you. Then what else do we have? We have. So Gnome will get the obsidian rank. I'll get to that in a second. First, want to know what everybody wants. 2nd place was Jayla. So Jayla, what do you want to do? Do you want a rank, or do you want a? In the meantime, you can do a free for all if you want. By the way.
Sure. I kind of want to see the match between Damien and Callie, though.
Okay. Yes. Wait. What do you want to do, Jayla? Do you want to get the reward for yourself, or do you want to give it to somebody else? What do you want? I'll message them.
Callie, go.
I need to do the dishes. What? I don't need to do any dishes.
Oh no, the loser. Oh wait, you. I mean, you're a loser, so. Damn, that sounded harsher than I thought.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah,
Well, technically, you are too.
Details. I mean, you know, it's not my house, not my dishes.
Oh, okay. Well, technically, it's hosted on Corba Crew, so it is your house.
Yeah, but I mean, this house that I'm in, not my house, so not my dishes. Ooh, Damien. I feel like Damien had a chance to kill Callie there, but is taking it a little bit easy. Because he knows how much Callie hates doing the dishes. I don't know, I'm just making things up at this point. Alright. I see that people are challenging each other with 1v1s as well. We can do that. We will be doing 1v1s and free-for-alls and all kind of fun matches until the prizes are sorted out.
All right, so I've got news from Jayla, and Jayla will be gifting their reward to someone.
Oh, someone.
So, yeah, that's gonna be happening. Then who else do we have? So then we have the first prize, which is Jaden. Jaden, what do you want? What would you like to have? Would you like to have another custom prefix? You can have as many prefixes as you want, really. That's the cool part about prefixes. You can switch between multiple ones. Or you can give your rank away to somebody, or you could give somebody else a custom prefix. Ooh, that's a punishment.
What
You can give somebody else a custom prefix of your choosing.
That would be funny, yeah. Oh my
They both
days.
fell in at the same time?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna get them back, but they literally both fell in at the same time. And to answer Nish's made for each other, yeah. Nish's question, Chris.
Which
Are
one?
staff members allowed to run events outside of the schedule, or is it only mods and up with the perms even to run them?
Anybody is allowed to run any event outside of the event schedule. That's perfectly fine because they're mini games anyway. So even if you would host an event on that day, it can still happen because the mini game can be played that whole day. So it does not influence it at all. So if somebody wants to host one, they can, and we'll do anything we can to help them host it. Yeah, I hope that answers your question.
And he says obviously no rewards given, just if the players wanted. Oh, basically, correct. Like the host can get prizes from their own stash, of course.
Exactly, they can have their own items that they give away.
Even players can really host events, to be honest, but I mean events that they make themselves.
Yes, Jade. Oh, by the way,
because of the claim.
Yes, Jaden, you get to decide what prefix you give someone. Okay, sorry, Matt. You were saying?
No worries. In terms of pre-made events like the spleef arena,
Oh yeah, those. Yeah, those would need to be hosted by somebody on the event team, but that can be done.
Yeah, everything can be talked about basically. If someone wants to do something out of schedule or out of the ordinary, then they can talk about it, and we'll see what we can do because we're always willing to help and try and facilitate it. If it's not possible, it's not possible, but we'll try and find a different solution then. We also got to be careful with some events, because some events are rather special, and we can't host it too much, because then there would be a boredom of that event, all that sort of stuff. So that is stuff that you'd have to take into account.
Yep.
When hosting events. Things like spleef could be given command blocks to push rather than needing world edit, but yeah, what they said. Oh, Damien won!
Oh yeah, that...
Damien does not do the dishes tonight. I dumped myself. Oh, jeez. I feel like I've done that in the mirror a couple of times.
All right.
Right. Who's
Okay,
next?
and I have Jaden, because Jaden already has a prefix. He already has a rank. He already has everything. So what will happen is a rank will be given to someone once again. And let's give them away now. So I'm gonna go to the store and run those little things. So we're gonna do this. And wait, what's their name? Okay.
You know what? We're going to do differently.
Wait, what was it again? Oh, come on. Did I say what rank it was? I think I messaged. Okay.
Please get rid of the lava. Jailer, please. Jailer. Jailer. I can't keep everyone contained like that. Okay, we kind of lost our players. Sorry, Jailer. Wait, who do I miss now? Flaming Flamingo, Nish, Ruby. Okay, Flamingo, stop that.
And then we have no, what's Gnome's name nowadays?
I don't even know. Gnome's name is
Alchemy stars. Okay. Stars. Reward for winning the spleef competition. Okay. And what we'll do is we'll just give them. Here we go. There we go. Another one.
Alchemy
And then the
Stars as the
final
obsidian
one.
rank. I could do a minesweeper.
Okay.
I feel like someone jumped off.
And then there we go.
Alright, Damien has the diamond rank. Look at that.
All
Wait
rewards.
a minute, has the diamond rank... Is there a spelling mistake?
Oh, there's two N's. Oh yeah, there is in the broadcast. Interesting.
Hey, well done, Damien. Got the diamond rank now. Jaden versus Gnome are the only two people left. Oh no, Flamingo is here. Let's see what that leads to.
All right, so all rewards have been given out for this sponsored event, thanks to Dumite. Also, special thanks to Jaden for having gifted their rank to Damien, and special thanks to Flub or Jayla for having gifted their rank to Frogsley. So yeah, and then of course Gnome has upgraded his rank to the prestigious Obsidian rank. So yeah, that's that.
It's weird suddenly seeing people with a different name. Like Noam had a red name, now it's suddenly Obsidian. What the?
No.
Yeah, that's so weird. It's like someone became an admin. Not really. Noam won the free for all though. Well done, Noam. Well done. I think we're going to be ending the stream there though. All the rewards have been given. If there is any more feedback on the stream, on suggestions, on whatever you want, feel free to put them anywhere basically. You can put them in the comments of the YouTube video that will be going up possibly tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure yet when I'll have time to upload it, but yeah. If you have any more feedback, feel free to let us know in the next stream as well. All of that is possible.
Oh, I'm also going to post 2 polls, one for applications, another one for feedback on this stream, because we're curious to see what you guys thought about it. In that feedback document, you'll also be able to put some extra notes, ideas or questions you have, and then we'll get back to you on those if necessary. So keep an eye out for those. And again, big thanks to Matt for having hosted this one together with me. And big thanks to everyone who showed up and everybody who gave us their feedback. And yeah, we're energized to start working on these next updates, and we're looking forward to work with everybody. So yeah, that's that.
One more question. How long does a straw poll last for?
We'll leave it open until the end of this weekend, just so to give everybody ample time to react to it. We'll also put out another announcement to remind people about it as well. So yeah, that.
I did Nordic, but it's just gone. I've been thirsty ever since. Right, they're dumping. Everyone, go and dump your wool into Mr. Prankles, and have fun with that.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Bye bye.
See you later, everyone. I need to press the right buttons, but you know.
Yes, you can.